happy today. Sorry I don't have a tiara nearby. Otherwise I'd grab one and put it on. Because I think this is going to be on Tuesdays. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's not important. All right, so peer edits are today. So you're going to find someone. That could be a classmate, like, people that you normally partner with, or if it's a normal group of three, you can kind of round robin it. Person A gives theirs to person B, who gives theirs to person C, who gives theirs to person A, so on and so forth. Just as long as at least one person looks at your paper, you are better off if two people look at your paper. Now, I will tell you that I would highly recommend you doing a student in the class. The reason for that being, it might be that they would understand what I look for in papers more so than like your parents or something. Like they could help you with some things, but maybe they're not real brushed up on their MLA formatting, and you might need some help with that. So it might be best if you could find somebody in the class. But that's not a requirement at all. You could find anybody. But I do want to show you a few things with the peer edits and talk to you about turning it in. So hang tight with me. This won't be a long video, but I am going to do a part 2 and do a little screen recording. Okay? So let's pretend that this is my paper, and I want to share it with someone who also has a Google account. Okay? You're going to hit the blue share button, and hang tight with me if you think I'm insulting your intelligence here a little bit. And I might be, but it's unintentional. Make sure when you get to this, you click. Oh, and yours may not be like this. Yours, you may have to click this button for this to pop up, but I do this all the time, so mine always pops up. But make sure you click this and you click, oops, nope, cancel, that they can edit, okay? I was looking for suggest, but I didn't see that on there. And then you're going to send them this link or put their email address here, and then it'll automatically send to them, okay? Okay, if you are giving it to a person, like you're handing your laptop to someone in your house or something, go up here and click where it says editing and go to suggesting, okay? Or if you are editing someone else's paper, make sure that right up here it says suggesting, and I'm going to show you the difference here. So for example, if you are looking at someone's paper and they actually put student name instead of putting their name, you would highlight it and then like type their name in there for them. So Jane Doe. Okay, and then obviously up here, you would want to change that to Doe as well. So notice that it shows what you scratched out and what you changed it to in a different color font. And then once you get your paper back, if you agree with the change, all you have to do is hit that you agree. You don't have to do any of the typing, but you can also hit reject. If you're like, no, Miss Paradise told me to do it that way, I'm not listening to you, get thee behind me, Satan. And you can click reject suggestion or reject something. Okay, so that's important. Okay, and then you're going to turn your document, which is probably the same document that you turned in for your first your first draft, but actually this is what you should turn in. Like, I want to see their suggestions, okay? And then if you have more than one person make suggestions, I'll see how many people like you had help you, okay? And so on and so forth. I'll also see who edited your paper, unless you're handing someone else your document. And then if like in the comments of the assignment, you could write who edited it for you, okay? All right, so there's that. So you're going to turn in a document that looks like this, that's got all of these markings, okay? And what's really important is when you go to start working on your final draft, okay, like you want to go in and hit accept or reject or whatever, you need to make a copy of this document, because if you start accepting and rejecting before I've graded this document, I won't see any of the suggestions that people gave you. Okay? If that doesn't make sense, let me know. But either send me a copy, like you could make a copy of this and send me the copy, and then you could keep the original, just so long as your final draft and the one that you send me with the suggestions marked on it are not the same Google Share link, okay? Because, like I said before, I wouldn't be able to know what suggestions were made, so on and so forth. Okay? So that's that. When you are done with your peer edits and you've made a copy, so you're making the corrections on a document that I've not seen, I'm giving you a few days to turn in a final draft. But if you don't need it, go ahead and turn it in. Just make sure that it is a complete document, that it's got all of this stuff and it's got your works cited page and all of that. Because you are not going to be turning in a Google Doc link. I've set it up so it would be more like a file upload. Now obviously you're uploading a Google Doc, but what you send me will be unchangeable. You'll still be able to make changes on the Google Doc, but I won't see them after you've turned it in for this assignment. It does look a little different than it normally does, and if you need some help, you can sign up for one of the days to get some help on your paper, and I will show you how to turn it in. Okay? All right, I think we are done. So with that, just make sure that you first make sure you are suggesting when you are editing a document or when someone is editing yours. And then make sure that the document you turn in for your peer edit is a different document than the final draft. I'm not asking you to retype it. Don't do that. It's a waste of time. But make a copy of it. That way I can still see these before you do your accept and rejects. Okay? Have a great day, guys. And I hope to see you at a meet at some point before the end of the school year. Bye, guys.